Hi everybody, Jo here again. Thanks so much for popping in. As always, lovely to spend time with you. Now today we're actually going to be carrying on with our series of looking at different types of stamping, and we're going to be looking at some shadow stamping today. But also, one of our lovely ladies, Yvonne, has messaged and said she's bought some Kraft card and envelopes from Lavinia and she's not quite sure what to do. So a couple of things you can do, Yvonne, is you can use white embossing powder. That always looks fabulous on Kraft card. I love stamping in brown, adding colour. But this shadowing technique works really well on Kraft as well. So I thought I could sort of answer two questions with one little video. So I hope you enjoy that. Again, this is a lovely old technique. It's nothing new, but often we need to be reminded about older techniques. Some people call it a faux embossing technique because it almost looks like you've used an embossing folder. Lots of different names, as always, for different techniques. And you can use lots of different stamps. And again, you know me, I love to just look through your stash and see what you've got and experiment and see what works well. So this one I've created here, a birthday card. Now these are our beautiful Welsh Verses, and as you know, or you may not, Lavinia Stamps is based in Ruthin in Wales. So it's lovely to have a bit of a nod to the heritage there. So I thought I'd use a Welsh sentiment today. And no, I'm not going to pronounce it. My English is bad enough, so my Welsh is even worse. But I do believe, and any of our lovely Welsh ladies and gents can tell me if I'm wrong, I believe this one is happy birthday. And I'm thinking that's got to be happy, hasn't it? So, but I've used, this is the Fuchsia stamp, and it works beautifully. And I love that. And if you need to batch card make, you know, this is fabulous. And the one I'm actually going to show you today, I've used Our Botanical Blossoms. And I believe this of our Welsh Words is thank you. So this is the one I'm going to show you. So I'm coming in with, so I bought a pack of the 5x5 card and envelopes. There's two different sizes on the website. There's the 5x7 and the 5x5. So again, I know a few of you have said about you just like some smaller designs, some quick, smaller, classy designs. So again, I thought we'll cover that base. Now, I'm going to use my stamping platform today only because it's a good way of re-inking for this technique. So I'm going to pop my card in the corner. And again, I've got tape on my magnets just to try and stop them sticking together. And I'm going to come in with my Botanical Blossoms, just checking it's clean. And I'm going to position it there. Make sure that's stuck down well. Now the inks we're going to use today, we're going to come in with Versafine Clair Pinecone. But I have to say, if you've got our lovely new Versafine Clair inks, the Portobello works really well for this technique as well. Your first colour is one that's similar to your card, so either of those two. I like to just give you choices because I know not everybody's managed to get the new inks yet, so I don't want you to feel you've missed out, but if you've got that, heads up, it works beautifully. But we'll use the Pinecone. So I'm going to ink up the stamp, and that's probably just off camera. So we're inking it up with the Pinecone, and then I'm just going to come over and stamp it. And as I say, I'm only using this as opposed to our lovely acrylic blocks just because I want to repeat stamp. So I'll give that a good press. Oh, look at that. I mean, even that in itself, to me, that's beautiful. You know, just in the brown on the Kraft card. Now I'm giving my stamp a wipe just with a damp cloth and then my inky binky. Now I am just going to get myself a piece of my Lavinia low tack tape. because I'm just going to move this a smidgen now, and we're going to come down. So a smidgen is about 2 millimetres. But it's a technical term that. We like technical terms, don't we? So a smidgen, and we're coming in a downward direction and a left direction. So you can just possibly see a white edge now at the top and down that right-hand side. And as I say, it's possibly millimetre, 2 millimetres. Again, you will practice and you will see which, you know, some people like more dark space, some people like less. Totally up to you, but have a practice. And I'm just putting my low tack tape on here because obviously you're not butted up to the corner. And I'm going to come in now with the Brilliance, the Moonlight White, the Archival ink. And remember, this has got your little plastic cover on. The number of times I've gone to ink up with that, I have to remember to take that off. So I'm just gently going to ink up and then I'm just going to come in, just making sure there I hadn't got the tape. Now again, the light, my light will reflect. I'll just see if I can angle it a bit different. So we'll give that a press. And again, you need to do this 2 or 3 times, which is why, like I say, I'm using the stamp press just so my card doesn't move. And the more white you get, I think, that the nicer the design looks. So come in again. Try and do this a bit speedier. And again, like I say, you can practice. I've even done this, adding a couple of different, oh, you see now how it's starting. Different colours, brown, a dark, a medium, and then coming in with the white. It's just, I love these fun techniques where we can just play and play. Now I keep getting ink on my lid and it annoys me, so I'm just going to clean that up a bit. And again, just give that ink time to soak in. Lift it up. Oh, lovely. I think just one more, but you can really see how that is starting. Now, I'm thinking Christmas design. I think this will be a fabulous technique for a Christmas design. What do you think? Just love it, really do. And as I say, just go and look at all your stamps that are going to work well with this. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So, I'm going to take my low tack tape off. And I'll just move this. I'm going to file that on the floor next to Eric. Eric, don't touch the ink, mate, it's wet. But if I can bring that closer. See, I just think that's lovely. And I love the way you can see that shadowing, that brown, just below. Very clever, isn't it? So we'll add a sentiment. And we'll come in with the thank you. And again, I'm going with the brown. Oh, my tummy rumbled then. I am sorry if you heard that. Right, so I'm thinking we'll just pop that in this corner. Lovely. And then I'm going to add some white posca. Just a few. Now, you don't have to. I'm just going to pop that on there to hold it flat. I just like I think the white on the Kraft card. But again, I'm thinking Christmas. How lovely would that be? Just a few round here, tie the whole design together. And then on my original one here, look, I've got these beautiful, they almost look like metal embellishments, raised, hard, and that's our liquid pearls. And this one is bronze. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit on my acrylic block first, just to check it's working, which it is. And then I'll just get my cloth and wipe that off. So again, I'm just going to use my block to keep it flat. And then we'll have, I think we'll go for one here. I put 2 on my original. And then I'm just going to add a few around the edge. And again, with liquid pearls, you sort of just touch the card and lift up. Now we have got little dots on the design. Now you could go on top of those if you wanted. I almost didn't want to lose that lovely stamping, so I'm just going round. And then I'm just going to turn that round. And again, I'm just going to put my block on there to keep it flat. And I think to bring the whole design this way, look, we'll have a little one there, lift up, one there, lift up, one in the corner. And you know what, we'll do the eye. Just little, don't overcook it, lift it up, lovely. Yeah, right, stop there, missus. Don't want to spoil it. Now, that will just take... I will put that to one side, possibly say an hour to dry. And as I say, when they dry, they'll be lovely and hard, solid. Move that out of the way. So, as you can see on this one, they're just beautiful. Now, before I go, I want to show you. So, this is how it works with almost sort of your silhouette stamps. But I had to go with my beautiful forest leaf stamp. Now with this, because it's an outline stamp, you still get that same sort of shadowing, but obviously the leaves, you can't really see the white because it's just the outline. But don't worry, colouring is fabulous on your craft card. So again, you can bring in some colour. So what I've done is I've got these fabulous pencils, which again, I'm not going to pronounce, these ones. And I've gone for 3 colours. Now, I think these are all numbered. So the white is number 1. Then I've gone for a blue, which is number 18. And a sort of a greeny aqua colour, 24. And all I've done to add this colour, very simply, I've added the white first. And honestly, if you just want to sit and add some colour, this is such a lovely thing to do. Then I've come in with a little bit of the blue, look. I specifically left one of these leaves so I could just show you. And I'm just going sort of down the vein in the middle and following the veins, but almost filling those spaces in. And then I just thought, bring a touch of this colour in. Now, this would look lovely. You could do it, say, in purples, pinks. I mean, think of all the colour tones. So a little bit more green. And then just to finish it off, so if you look at the difference between that's the one I've just quickly added the colour and that one, this one just needs blending a little bit more. So I'm going to come back in with the white and simply lightly colour over the whole thing and almost drag that colour just towards the edges. Now, I know our Mona is fabulous with these pencils and she's got lots of fabulous techniques. So if you've got these pencils, Mona's the one. Have a look at her YouTubes on our Lavinia site. Absolutely fabulous. But I'm just doing my little version. Almost the cheats. You know, I like a bit of quick colour. But considering it's quick, you know, I think that is so effective. And I love almost that smokiness on the craft card. And if you look, I'd put my white posca on. And actually the pencils, look, you can still see the posca through. And again, I love that. I love the fact we've got the shadow stamping, the two, almost giving it that two-dimensional look. And then that pop of colour here, which as you could see, didn't take long. Again, batch card making. I think that would be wonderful. So I hope you have a go at that. So just a reminder, I used a Versafine Clair and it was the Pinecone, and then I came in with the Brilliance, the Archival, Moonlight White. But experiment with lots of different colours. And then we've got that lovely liquid pearls, the bronze. So I'll pop these 3 here. Now this is the one I've just done, so I don't want to spoil those lovely dots until they're dry. So I'm really hoping Yvonne, that helps you. And also, it gives everybody else some ideas. But again, take this technique and run with it. You know, like I say, try your different stamps. Try adding colour. Maybe some white embossing to it. Oh, honestly, it really does set those crafty juices flowing. I can't wait now. I want to try one of the trees. Now, one of the ladies did ask if there's any designs with trees recently, and I think this would look fabulous with trees and great for a man's card. Just saying, I'm thinking we've got potential Christmas cards here, we've got men's cards. Right, I'm off. I think I could end up going through this whole packet of card and envelopes that I've bought just doing this technique. Anyway, as always, I love reading your comments and I love seeing what you do. We have such a fabulous community on here where we all love to share our designs and help each other because that's what it's all about. Anyway, you take care, enjoy the rest of your day and sleep well, be content and happy. Love and hugs from me. Bye for now.